Hi, I am Grayson. Come with me on my journey where I get my mask ready and set for my journey at Cancer Care Institute. This pillow is custom made just for me.
Made of. It's real hard to begin with, and then we heat it up in an air bath. It gets real stretchy, kind of like a fruit roll-up, and it just goes right over his face.
Cool.
And then it hardens pretty quick into a mask.
All right, so I'm gonna pull it over your chin, down. Fold it around your nose a little bit. Just gonna turn your head this way. There, perfect.
What do you use the tape for?
So I'll put some marks on here, and then I'll put some BBs on, and then this will be where the doctor does his planning from, and we'll know where to adjust to get exactly on from these marks here. It just takes me a minute to make sure I have what I need, and then I'll come in, and once this is cooled down, we'll take it off you, okay?
Okay. Here is where I am getting ready for my CT scan.
Do his scan now. We have them all set up, and I'm just gonna pick a couple of things that we're gonna do. We're just gonna scan through his head, so I'll choose that.
How long does the scan take?
Oh, probably about 5 minutes is all. Yep. Just when it tells me to, we'll get the first couple images. They're called a scout film. So we'll get this one going. Side view, and these are just making sure we have him in the right position. So these just show us if we need to adjust anything. So far he looks like he's nice and straight. He's holding still perfectly. And then now I'm just going to adjust the area with these arrows of where my scan is going to go through. So we just want to make sure that we get everything in. We don't want to clip anything out. So I'm just going to go a little bit above and then down through about his C-spine. Should be good. There we go.
Does it do it by slice?
Yep. Kind of like a loaf of bread. We're going through him from top to bottom.
How many millimeters per slice? You know?
2. Actually, no. With these, we just do ones. So now it just takes, the scan is all done. So now I'm just waiting. It's reconstructing, putting all of the images in together. I'll just scroll through them and make sure everything looks good, and then I'll go in and get them down.
Can you tell us a little bit about what radiation is in a kid-friendly form for his classmates?
We use man-made radiation. It doesn't come on obviously until I press my button, so it's not like there's a live source, which means there's not continuous radiation in there. In order to make radiation, you need to have electrons that are super fast slamming into a target, and that creates radiation. So inside of that CT machine, that's what's happening in there. It goes through the patient, and it shows up where it's absorbed more and where things absorb less. Will turn things black and white. So, like the skull, it's much more dense. It's going to absorb more. Where the darker areas, if we were treating the lung, that's radiation, like the sinuses here, will go straight through, so that'll make it black.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of it. The doctor will choose a dose for him for his treatments, and that'll be a therapeutic dose, so it won't be a kind that'll give us any good quality images. The lower energy x-rays give us a better image, like if you were to go get a chest x-ray. And these higher energy ones are better for treating different kinds of cancer.
Hmm.
So that looks good. So we'll send this over, and they will get started on his planning. So I'm
Great.
gonna go get him down now.
Thank you.
I'm all done. This is where they unclamp the helmet from the table.
So then they just use that every time,
Yep, this will keep you in the same position.
and they'll keep that pillow too, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yep, that's yours too.
Here is my custom fit mask. Doesn't it look cool? These are some of the people that I met on my amazing journey. This is my radiation oncologist. Thank you for joining me on my journey.